Hello, 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 everybody. Hopefully everything is working and in good order. Oh, I disconnected my controller. Only thing I'm waiting on at the moment is the F1 audio, and then we're all good to go. So this is the final race of the F1CD Season 3 at Melbourne, and we've currently got at least 3 drivers that can win the championship. Still waiting for the players as they're loading in and picking their strategies for the race. It's a 100% race around Melbourne, so it's gonna be a long one. Strap yourselves in. It's really gonna test, the stamina of these drivers. .30 seconds and then we'll be underway. Forgive me if I get some of these driver names wrong, as this is my first time actually commentating on this league or seeing anything to do with them. So I saw some of the driver names and they do look wacky. Alright, so waiting for 5 red light. Well, not actually, it's a formation lap. I got fooled by the red light at the start there. Should have been green. Well, let's look at how the grid forms up at the moment. In P1, it's Casquito Benitez, who is one of our championship contenders. So whoever wins out of him and Toss 1981, seed down in 6th, will take the Season 3 championship. Slem's in P2 and R. Alonso in P3, the two Has boys. In P4, we've got Akino Himejima. Apologies, I butchered that name. And P5, we have Cola, the two Red Bulls. Sitting there, so it's going to be hard for Toss to make his way up the field here. Verstappen in P7. I believe he's another one that's also in a chance of getting the championship. Slayer in P8 and Cascote Benitez in P9. Robbie in P10, 13 Etch in P11, P12 for Dan F1, 13 for Ria's Grubbery. It's a high school DxD reference, if anyone doesn't know. That's right, I am cultured. The Wintgat in P14 and Phoenix in P15. I refuse to call it as Phoenix because that is an F, not a PH. So see at the moment, there's 2 drivers at a weak collision on the formation lap, so they will be on the grid already, possibly having cold tyres. I don't be surprised if you see Slayer and Verstappen not have the greatest of starts. As Casquito Benitez, or TT, I'm going to call them because there's 2 Casquito Benitez apparently, or Cascot Benitez. Anyway, you're called TT now, buddy. Get with it. He's lined up P1 on the grid. Slem and R. Alonso, P2 and P3, they're lining up. The Red Bulls coming in. Alpine's both on the line now. Just waiting for our final car, Phoenix or Matteo, to line up in his grid slot. And there we go, that's all the drivers lined up. I'm just waiting for them to get underway. 5 red lights, and away we go. All the drivers get away fairly cleanly here. Nothing out of the order at the moment. Slem going to go down the inside though. He doesn't go for it. Casquitos Benitez holds on. There was actually a spinning Williams in there. That's Slayer. He's moving down the order, and I think he's also picked up the Wintgat in there as well. Going round the sports centre at T3 and T4 now. Still Slem all over the back of him. This is looking like a very aggressive push from the Has, as R. Alonso has actually lost out to Akino Himejima, as well as we get a little graphical error on the left. It wouldn't be an F1 game without a graphical error, so bear with as that comes sorts itself out. Coming into turn 9 at Clark now. It's the Williams followed by the Has, the Red Bull, the other Has, Cola and the other Red Bull, and then our other title challenger Toss in P6 in the Alpine. 13 have made up some places well in P7. And yeah, just as I say, I did say Slayer and Verstappen were going to have poor starts. Slayer had a terrible start, and Verstappen had a not a brilliant one either. As we go down the order a bit, as Robbie and Verstappen going side by side. So as an Alpine, is that Toss? Toss has gone around Kohler. What a move. No, Casquitas Benitez starting to pull away now. Well, I said that. It's actually Slem. Is he much closer now? Yeah, it wasn't that close. Slem's going to want to try and hang on. You know, we've got to try and use that overtake up until we get to lap 3. Let's actually get the track map on here so we can see exactly what's going on and the lap data. There we go. As 13H has made it around Kohler as well. So Kohler's fallen back to places now. Maybe starting up where he wasn't supposed to be. The pace of some of these drivers really eating out it now. Verstappen over the back of Robbie. Not happy about being overtaken earlier. That's why that's Dan over the back of Verstappen. What is going on with this telemetry right now? Let's change the gap from interval to... Yeah, the intervals are not right at the moment. Hopefully it will get fixed as they come across the start-finish line. For now, looks like we're just going to have to try and find the battles. That's Casquitas Benitez. He's definitely actually got a second on Slem there. You have a yellow flag through sector 3. It's gone now. But Verstappen's actually out of the session. No idea what's going on there, but he is out. DNF'd. Gone. So we get no points from this race. I've just heard from race control that DRS is now enabled, so we head on to lap 3. They won't have DRS on this straight, but onto the next one they will. On board with Toss now. Looking to try and get past R. Alonso. He doesn't want Casquitas Benitez to get too far away. So Robbie on the back of Kohler as well. Is Kohler going to lose another position? But Robbie goes for a spin out of Whiteford there. T5. Hopefully he rejoins the track safely as he does. Good stuff from Robbie there. Unfortunate about the spin. Alonso on the back of the Red Bull of Akino Imjima. That actually jumped him, and he looks like he's trying to go for the move along Lakeside Drive up into T11 and 12 with very fast chicane. He'll get DRS here. I don't know if the Red Bull will. Is he going to go for a move? The Red Bull defends. Stayed behind him. And he will stay behind him up until the start-finish straight. We're at turn 15 now. Senna. These four are actually very close now. Toss on the back of Alonso and Etch on the back of Toss. Onto the start-finish straight. Heading up to Jones, the Haas driver, R. Alonso, looking to go for the inside move on Akino Himjima. They go side by side. The Red Bull takes the grass there. But it looks like the Haas got the position done, and Toss trying to profit as well. As they're going to go 3 wide into Sports Centre now. And it looks like 13H has actually got the move done on 2 of them, unless Toss can hold on to the position. Has he managed it? This has been a very bad lap for Akino Himjima, losing 3 positions out of T1. Oh, some good racing though, very clean. Couple of wheel bumps in there, but nothing too drastic. Some great driving here. R. Alonso now trying to get away, but Toss is on the charge. He knows what he's got to do. Currently, it's not enough. Edge all over the back of Toss now. Doesn't go for it. They both had DRS on R. Alonso. So this will just be a DRS train for now. These 4 drivers, and then actually Kohler, the other Red Bull, trying to get back on the back of this train, making it 5 drivers. As Casquitas Benitez has actually pulled a second away now from Slem. So Slem not being able to hang on to that DRS. There's a yellow flag. Virtual safety car's been called. I wonder what that's for. There is a Ferrari at the back there. The wing tack doesn't look like it's for him. It looks like it's for Cascote Benitez. Yeah, he's got no front wing. There'll be a front wing on the track, and that's what's called out the virtual safety car. It doesn't look like at the moment it's going to become a full safety car, but a VSC for these drivers. They've got to watch it as we get back underway that they don't give themselves a drive-through. And the VSC's gone as Robbie gets a drive-through, speeding under the VSC. I did say you're going to watch out for it, and Robbie has managed to get that drive-through. That's unfortunate for him. He'll be open for a safety car later on to really bring him back into this fight. He's had a spin, he's had a drive-through now. It's not been a good race for him, as Kohler gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's not going to help him out with how close that pack is. And Toss and 13 Etch around the corners. That's the Williams off there, still trying to make his way to the pit. It looks like 13 Etch is closer than Tosses to R. Alonso. Have to see who's going to break away here. Both got DRS and R. Alonso. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to attack him into T1. Oh, we've got a battle between P9 and P10 there. Phoenix has gone round Rias Gremery. Is Rias Gremery going to come back at him into the sports centre? No, it's too far back. They're already losing time as well, so Phoenix is really trying to drive away here. As we just moved out, 13 Etch has gone past R. Alonso, and so has Toss. So R. Alonso missing out. R. Alonso is going to come back. He's got better traction out of the corner and has got the inside line, but 13 Etch still hanging on in there. He wants to be side by side going into this next turn. He's managed it, but 13 Etch still battling as he gets better traction out of that corner. Aquino trying to profit as well. But 13 Etch has got that position for now. But the real winner out of this is Toss, as he's already got a second gap to the Ferrari behind him, who was right on him before, so he'll be wanting to keep pushing now. Got a yellow flag through Sector 1. That'll be the Williams and the Ferrari going on there. That Williams still driving out of front wing. No, he's got a new front wing now, it's all good. I think it was just a little bit of tussling there. Let's go on board with TT. Casquito Benitez, our race leader at the moment. Actually, a safety car's been called. A safety car has been called as Cascote Benitez has DNF'd. I'm not entirely sure what's happened there, but we're actually about to come up to the scene of the accident. Is Williams' teammate coming around the corner now? Can't actually see him, so it looks like they have actually cleared the car out of the way now. But a safety car, will we see people start to pit? It'd be very early on, but it wouldn't be wrong. See Robbie pitting at the moment. Hopefully he managed to serve his drive-through before the safety car came out, because he cannot serve his drive-through under the safety car. As Wingate pits as well, but he's also get a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. It's a very slow pit lane here, 37 miles an hour or 50 kilometers per hour. For you European fellas. So, does he box? No, he stays out. He wants to be at the start of this safety car. Is anyone else going to be boxing? Slim jumps into the pits. Very late move into the pits there. Going for the alternate strategy to get past Williams in front. Everybody else boxing now. No, Toss stays out. 13 Etch stays out. Kino stays out. But R. Alonso is Haas teammate boxes as well. Does the Haas pit crew reset in time? This would be better at double stopping. He does get in. It wasn't too bad, you know. He would have lost a little bit of time, but not a massive amount. Kohler's box as well for the Red Bulls. they'll be out towards the back of the field, but with some fresh rubber, expect to see them coming through the pack now. But this is interesting. So Toss, after starting P6, is now right behind his championship rival. This was not ideal for him. His teammate really has made his job a bit harder. Right, let's run through the grid right now with the pit stops. In P1, we've still got Casquito Benitez. He's led the whole time. In P2, we got Toss, who started P6, has made his way up. 13H in P3, Aquino P5, Aquino P4, Dan in P5, Fenix in P6, Rias Gremery in P7, Slem in P8, but he has made a pit stop. Slayer in P9, after having an awful start. R. Alonso in P10, Cola, Robbie, and the Wingtat, but they've all made stops. The Wingtat's actually made 3 stops now, so it's going to be very difficult for him to get onto the back of this pack. The safety car will probably be out for the maximum amount of laps that it can, whilst that Ferrari tries to catch up with the field. As we see Robbie, our 12th car, joining the back of this train now. Anyone that box has gone to soft. Just a couple of softs in there, a couple of mediums. It's not a bad strat. There's going to be at least 2 stops now, at least, for all drivers. I'll be surprised if anyone goes for a 1 stop. Still no word on if the safety car's coming in, so the Ferrari still has time to catch up. Currently behind a safety car. No one's actually any collision with each other. And it looks like safety car's going to be staying out for another lap, so this does give the Windgat opportunity to get back right on these guys. I just want to check to see if Robbie's done his drive-through or not. Penalties. No, he still needs to do his drive-through, which is unfortunate. He really should have done it as soon as possible in case it was a safety car. He's missed out massively there. Looks like the Ferrari's going to join the back of this train now. He's managed to catch up, and immediately he's probably going to get positions on Robbie as he's got the drive-through, and Cola as he's got the time penalty. A couple of people looks like they've served their time penalties for speeding to the pit lane and whatnot in the pits, including the Windgat, so it's actually worked out pretty well for him. And he'll be up battling for points once again, despite having already done 3 pit stops in 10 laps. back of the safety car queue. I'm sure we're going to hear from race control that the safety car will be coming into the pits. And on this restart, you can tell that Toss is already going to be all over the back of Casquito Benitez, as he's looked strong around this track. Cars warming up their tyres. Nowhere the safety car's coming in yet. Possibly to come around this corner now. But it looks like he's already taken control. The safety car must be coming in. To get this restarted, we see a 5-second time penalty for Phoenix there, colliding with someone, and the wing tap for colliding with Robbie as well. That's unfortunate. But it looks like Casquitos has gone. He's gone as he caught Toss napping. He has Toss a second behind. Late to react there. 13H and Aquino both reacting to Toss though, so Toss is going to have the greatest time, but Phoenix really missing out. Look how far back he is, 2.6 seconds. Reyes Gremery's moved up to 6th position. He's got Slem all over the back of him. He's going to go side by side into turn 3. And around they go, wheel to wheel, one on the mediums, one on the soft. Slem gets the move done to T3 and away in T4. Now we're back on board with this fight. 13-inch. That's an half a second behind Toss. DRS will be disabled for 3 laps until it's re-enabled by race control. A bit further down the field, Cola trying to go for a move on R. Alonso. Like it's going to happen over. Etch has actually made it past Toss. We missed that, but he's must have. I don't know if Toss made a mistake there. I don't really see an overtaking position unless he's done it into Lakeside Drive, possibly. Yeah, Casquito Benitez looking like he wants to win this championship right now. He's in the driving seat in P1, 2-second gap. A couple of drivers behind have already pitted. Maybe that will do his pit strategy over. As Casquito Benitez, saying he was in the driving seat, he's just gotten a 3-second time penalty. That is unfortunate because now Toss and 13H technically are ahead of him due to penalties. Oh, there's a yellow flag through sector 1. Let's have a look what's going on there. It's the Alpine of Slayer. He's off the road. He's not had a good race at all. He's going from bad to worse for him as Dan goes down his outside there pretty comfortably. Oh, there's a Ferrari off there. The wing tap. Winter gap. He slid off. Not sure if he got caught on that curb there or if he just spun. But either way, he is in the Ferrari, so we will see a couple of spinalas. Right, everyone's starting to break their DRS toes at the moment, but 13H still having similar pace to Casquito Benitez. 1.9 seconds of gap now. It sort of was kept there from the last gap. It was 2 seconds, so it's still there or thereabouts. And he's trying to pull away from Toss, and I think he's managing it. Toss is struggling. Maybe it's the tyres, maybe the softs have had their day. We're about to see him pit. No, he stays out on those worn out softs now. 12 lap old. I reckon there's no more time in him. And as I was saying about 13H keeping there, Casquito responds with the fastest lap of the race. And the race control has enabled DRS. So everyone that managed to stay within DRS should start looking at overtaking some people. One of those people I'm referring to is R. Alonso. He won't have DRS on this straight, but every straight afterwards he will. Still going to try and look for the move on Reyes Gremery. Reyes Gremery goes defensive, doesn't need to. He's got a big enough gap as they go around T4. Slem, he'll be the first one out of everyone on the field who I think is going to overtake Phoenix. We've got yellow back through sector 1. Like, is that Dan? It was wing gap again, having another spin through there. He needs to change something up because whatever he's doing, he's having issues. The Slayer's pitted. He comes out. He's quite far behind now. He'll be hoping for another safety car. As R. Alonso is going for the move on Reyes Gremery. They're going side by side along Lakeside Drive into T11. Slem gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him. As they go side by side now. Ooh, very close. I think the wheels touched there. And they're still side by side. Going in past T12. Going into T13. The fake Ascari. Rias Gremy holds onto the position, but R. Alonso gets better traction out of that corner. No, he stays behind him. It's a smart move because he's going to have DRS going along the start-finish straight. Slem is about to get DRS on Fenix on the start-finish straight. He should have him here. Is Fenix going to go defensive? No, I think he's just going to let Slem have it because he's further enough back. So we're seeing both Haas drivers go for overtakes, and I think Alonso has just gone and done the move on Rias Gremy. He has. Is Rias Gremy going to fight back at all? Ooh, Alonso a little bit late on the DRS activation there. Missed out a little bit. Fenix going to want to try and come back at Slem immediately. Looks like both drivers have got similar pace. This is our closest battle on track right now. So we've got another yellow flag through sector 1. It's a Ferrari. It's Wingate again. He is spun as we get a retirement from Robbie. Not entirely sure what happened there. And a retirement from Wingate as well. So possibly a collision on track. That is our 4th DNF of the session now. 14 laps into this. As a safety car gets called. Another safety car. So Slayer, who's not had the best of races now, once again back in this. I don't know if we'll see some of the drivers who haven't pitted previously start to pit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Casquitos and 13H and Tospit as the Williams driver does come into the pits now. As I predicted, the Ferrari comes in as well. You just got to watch it and not go too fast into the pits. There's no point going too fast into the pits. Run the safety car, lads. Just make sure you get that car slowed down enough. As Aquino goes into the pits as well, he follows them. So Slem is going to be our new race leader, having already boxed for those mediums. We're going to see a Haas 1-2. Zara Alonso actually gets out in front of both of them as well, because obviously the Haas did a double pit stop. Slem's been picked up by the safety car. So now, after everything we've seen so far, the Haas drivers currently sit P1 and P2. R. Alonso actually in the driving seat, having no time penalties, as Casquitos has a time penalty, so he won't be happy with these safety cars that keep happening, because he wants to break away, and every single time he gets 2 or 3 seconds away from the drivers behind him, another safety car gets called, which really closes up the field. So 11 drivers left running. Now only 1 driver won't be in the points. So as long as they finish, they're all looking to get points at the end of this race. Not sure what's going to happen here between Slem and R. Alonso, if any team orders are going to come into effect. I honestly think R. Alonso should be let by his teammate, and Slem just do what he can to hold off the charging Williams as he's on that fresh rubber. So everyone's pretty much back in, just waiting on Dan, who's approaching the end of the safety car train now. Slayer, who's 2 turns behind, and 2 turns behind him we've got Cola. Let's go on board and see what sort of penalties everybody's on at the moment. So penalties, Slem, Casquitos, Kino and Cola all have 3-second time penalties, which, if these safety cars keep bringing the field close, isn't going to help them out at all. As on Slem and Alonso on 8-lap all mediums and softs. So I expect Alonso to be boxing within the next 6 laps. Slem could probably go on a bit further. But no one seemed to go for the hard tyre compound. Obviously Slayer actually in the pits again. That will be his 2nd pit stop of the race. And Cole having 3 pit stops as well. So hopefully he's taking advantage of these safety cars here. So the biggest winner currently is 13H. Actually no, sorry, the biggest winner at the moment is Fenix. He's got up 8 positions. We started P15, he started dead last, and is now sitting in P7. Doing great driving, but also for 13H, who is sitting in P4. He also has a chance of winning the title, but he needs Kaskitos to finish in P7 and Toss to finish in P5 or lower. So it's going to be tough for him. It's sort of out of his control. Whenever the championship out of your control, it's never in your favour. We're seeing Slayer joins the back of this train. We just heard from race control, the safety car is coming in this lap. Slem's going to get this safety car charge restarted. Hopefully he's going to tell his teammate when he's about to go, so that way they'll both set off at the same time and hopefully create a gap to Casquito Benitez. That would be the ideal situation. I just don't want Alonso to get too much of a run. He's on them soft tyres, so he's going to get a bit more traction out of that last corner. Right, we're coming up into Senna now. T15 still leading. The safety car's not come in yet, so he can't go. We want to go as soon as the safety car crosses that line. It's not gone yet. It's gone now, and they're off. The Haas drivers are away. Is that R. Alonso already going to go for the overtake on Slem? Whether that was team orders or that was just a brilliant run. Either way, R. Alonso is now in the lead, but Casquito goes down the inside as well. So Slem's missed out massively. He's actually lost 3 positions and then spun. Oh, what an awful restart for Slem. R. Alonso now leads, with 13H going down the inside of Casquito. Hasn't worked out for the Haas guys here. Close restart as Phoenix actually moved up 2 positions up into P5 now. Just in front of Toss. And Kohler gets past Rius Gremery. The yellow flag from sector 1. That's the Haas car Slem. He'll be hoping for another safety car this race as he is completely out of it at the moment. 13H all over the back of Alonso now. Casquito's all over the back of 13H to go for that, but Phoenix picks up a 3-second time penalty. Casquito's looking for the move, but the Ferrari looking for the move down the inside of the Haas. It's going to compromise his exit, so Casquito might attack. A bit wiggly there. Casquito all over the back of him on the harder compounded tyre. The tyres are fresher. Actually, no, they're on the same lifespan, these 2 tyres. But Casquito just driving a bit better. But out that last corner, 13H gets a good run away from Casquito. And Aquino might be looking for the move. No, he's not close enough yet, and DRS is not activated. We have to wait for race control to re-enable that. But 13H still looking. He wants to get past Alonso as quick as possible. He has more pace than him, and he wants to try and get away from this Williams, sort of create a barrier. Because Alonso on them old soft tyres. Probably going to be feeling the wear now. Slem's boxing now. It's another pit stop for the Haas team. And a front wing change as well, as he picks up a bit of front wing damage. Soft tyres go on. It's a long one. Definitely going to need a safety car now. Back on board with our leader. 13H all over the back of him. Just seems to do a little bit better going through that section, Alonso. It's using that overtake there to go onto the back of him. Oh, a bit wide there from Alonso. A little bit out of shape. Etch needs to have a good final corner here if he wants to attack Alonso, and he does. The gap down now to 2 tenths. 2 tenths on the straight as DRS has been enabled this lap. As Kohler just comes out with the fastest lap. Good lap from him. He's all over the back with Toss actually. Is he going to have a go? He looks fast. He's on fresher softs. He goes down the inside of Toss there. Toss didn't really fight that one that much. Dan makes it past Rius Gremery. Rius Gremery has a little bit of a moment there, but managed to keep the car pointing in the right direction. Really good recovery there from Rius Gremery as the 2 drivers, I think, got a little bit too close and bumped wheels. Now we're on board with 13H. Is he going to go for a lunge down the inside? No, thinks better of it. But now he is going to set himself up for the DRS after T12. So on board, we go past T11 now. Alonso does get a better run, but now 13H is going to have DRS going down towards Faker Ascari T13. As we see Aquino go try and look for the move on Casquito there, but thinks better of it. 13H actually goes into the back of Alonso there. That's wing damage, that's an end plate gone. I would box immediately if I was him. He decides not to, he decides to stay out. That's not going to be great, but Aquino's managed to get past Casquito in that. And now Casquito's sitting P4 behind a damaged Ferrari. It's not going to be what he wants. He goes down the inside. Ferrari going off there. That would be the lack of downforce from missing that end plate. That is unfortunate. But Alonso holds on to his lead. Aquino, the Red Bull sitting P2, are now going through the Haas driver here. Possibly having some tension issue there for Alonso, but Aquino takes the lead of the race. He's now starting to pull away. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with Alonso. He's got issues. Did he pick up a bit of rear wing damage after 13H went in the back of him there? It was quite the shunt. But Casquito now looking to move as Aquino's breaking that second gap. That 13H and Dan had an issue there. Slem does the fastest lap of the race. He's in some clean air at the moment, right at the back of the field. He's looking. He's always looking. Letting Alonso know he's there every corner. It's that pressure which forces drivers into a mistake. Been around T15 Senna now. On board with the Williams. He's going to have DRS on the Haas driver. He's about half a second behind, but I still think it may be enough to do it. So whether or not he's going to be smart enough to wait for the second DRS straight to go for it. It looks like he is. Red Bull having a look at the Mercedes there. Haas driver keeping that second gap, you know. That half a second gap, sorry. Is the Red Bull going to go for the move on Phoenix? And it does, yeah. Cola's got the move done. Good move there. Really good for both drivers. As a yellow flag to check the 3. Slem's actually retired from the session now. So we now have 10 drivers left on the grid. And that's called out another safety car, which is what Slem would have wanted. Unfortunately, he's the one that caused it. So a safety car's been called. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some drivers start pitting now. Let's have a look at their pit intervals. How long their tyres are. Alonso, he'll be pitting 13 laps on their softs. He'll be wanting to jump in for either a set of mediums or possibly a set of hards and try and go to the end of the race on them. There's good news for Slayer and 13H though, as 13H pitted for a new front wing and some medium tyres. So he'll be right back in the fight. I think that is our third full safety car of the race. I thought, including virtual, a fourth one. Or do we actually see Alonso different pits? We do, as I predicted. The Haas driver has come into the pit, so another pit stop for the Haas team. Everyone else box. No, everyone else chooses to stay out. They don't want to fall to the back of the field as Dan gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. There was no need for that, Dan. No need, and he can't even serve it underneath the safety car, so he has to wait for the safety car to finish before he can serve that drive-through. Very unfortunate for him, because that's going to put him right at the back of the pack. But still in P10, which is a point-scoring position. And because it's the final race of the season, every point counts to try and put themselves up as far in that championship as possible. Polo currently sitting P3 despite him having 3 pit stops. That's how many safety cars there's been. He's always been able to get back into it. And FedEx now got up 11 places. He has made some moves. I think everyone penalties wise has 3 seconds and down without a drive through, but the top 4 all have 3 seconds. There's all to play for up there. Wait, you know that... Didn't know if that McLaren had a spin there or not. He's still going. Waiting for the McLaren, Ferrari and Alpine to join the back of this safety car before it can come in. Very nice helmet there for Slayer, actually. I quite like that yellow helmet on the Alpine car. Just to remember it's Renault days. .13H running that Devon Butler helmet in the Ferrari car. Looks very nice. As Rias Gremery has joined the back of this train, and so is 13H. There will be another lap behind the safety car, but I think this will be our last one, as Slayer in the Alpine is only about 2 corners behind. Aquino's going to be managing the restart, and if he communicates as well with Kohler, Kohler could get the jump on Casquito, which will provide quite a nice buffer for the Red Bull drivers. Just a reminder, whoever finishes highest out of Toss and Casquito will win the championship. Also, 13H has a chance of winning if Casquito finishes P7 or lower and Toss finishes P5 or lower. So it's still all to play for with these 3 drivers. If Toss gets up towards Casquito and they maybe have a collision, that might open the door to 13H. We have another 25 laps left, sorry, 35 laps left of this race. So anything can happen. 10 drivers left on the grid. We had 5 DNFs. One of our championship contenders, Verstappen, DNF very early on as our first DNF. As well as the other Williams, Gascott Benitez, second driver. A safety car is in this lap. We also then had Robbie for the Aston Martin team, DNF. The Wintgat after several spins, several pit stops, DNF. Slem on that safety car restart just didn't get it right, and then he also DNF'd. Then drivers left. None of these guys will want a DNF here, so they'll all want some points. Giacchino, he's just come around T14. Stewart, now T15. Senna, is he going to go at Senna there? Ooh, he brakes a bit sharply there. Won't be nice for his tyres, but Casquito right on the back of him. Looks like he's going to go out of cross T16. He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet. Has he gone? He's gone. And Kohler wiggling on about the straight still, trying to get a bit of slipstream with one of the cars. As it has on the wall. And oh, I think that has, yeah, that's our Alonso's race finished. Not entirely sure we're on there, but it looks like maybe tussling with a couple of drivers off start-finish straight. After the safety car restart, it's all the same. Aquino P1, Casquito P2, Kohler P3, Fenix P4, Toss in P5, Dan in P6, but he has that drive through to serve. Rias Gremery in P7, 13H in P8. Well, looks like he may have had a tussle with our Alonso as he's quite far back. And Slayer might have been involved with that as well. Actually, Slayer has no front wing. So that's going to be another pit stop for Slayer. Let's count the pit stops now. That'll be stop number 4 as he comes in for a new wing. Let's go back on board towards the front of the grid. Current championship leader. Sorry, championship contender Casquito Benitez sitting in P2. Probably be waiting for the DRS. Toss. He can see all that's going off ahead of him, but Toss doesn't have a penalty, which is crucial. There's a yellow flag through sector 3. That's Slayer just coming around. He's only, we have now 6 DNFs, 9 drivers left on the grid, so everybody is getting points. So Slayer, wouldn't be surprised if he comes in for a pit and keeps going. Rias Gremery's actually dropped quite far back now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but Dan's boxing. I think, was that possibly for a new wing? Must have, oh no, sorry, Dan's not boxing. Dan's doing his drive-through. He's done his drive-through now, so he's off and away again. 13H to Slayer must be involved with something with our Alonso there, as they both needed new front wings. no safety car was called. I think it was just because of how soon the last safety car was. Phoenix picks up another 3-second time penalty there. I think that's now 6 seconds for him. Yep, that's not going to be good for him. Cola's now dropped a second back from Casquito Benitez. So Aquino will have no support from his teammate as he tries to defend from the Williams driver. Race control has just enabled DRS. They won't have it on this straight, but have it on the next one. As Aquino looks like he's starting to break away a little bit. No, he did a poor corner there. Casquito's eaten a 10th that one just on that corner. As there's the yellow flag for sector 1, looks like Phoenix has had an issue. Is he spun? Ooh! Massive contact with the ball there with his rear wing. Just seeing, he gets out of the way for Rias Gremery. Good sportsmanship there to let Rias Gremery past and not try and fight it. There's Rias Gremery up now to P5. Fennec still going, his tyre's still a little bit warm. As Cola also picks up another 3 seconds. That's 6 seconds for Cola. But he may have picked up another 3 seconds. Whether that was tactical, he's much closer to Casquito now. And will be within his DRS. Looks like that was from the aftermath of a battle with Toss, as Toss is now 3.5 seconds back on Cola. So Aquino has not been able to get the Williams out of his DRS zone. They're both going to have DRS going in to T16 and on to start finish straight. No movements. Everyone's quite split up there. We get a yellow flag from sector 3. Is that Phoenix again? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe his tyres are just too hot and he keeps pushing it a little bit too hard. Or maybe they are just outworn. He's going in for a pit stop. Yeah, his means have done 11 laps now, but I think they're just too hot. As he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. And he retires from the session. There's now 8 drivers left on the grid. And Slayer picks up another position into P8. Because he retired in the pit lane, there was no need for a safety car. I'm running out of drivers to commentate on now because half the grid is now DNF'd. We have 31 laps to go, so still over half this race left. And it looks like these three are going to be fairly close throughout. Toss actually starting to lose time on him now. Not entirely sure if he's missed out on the front wing or not. Doesn't seem to be. I think he's just struggling on the medium tyres. Yeah, he's done 13 laps on him now, but so is Casquito, so it's not really any excuse to go on board Casquito now. He is 3 tenths behind Aquino on 13-lap-old Sauce. Both Red Bulls on 13-lap-old Sauce, so I wouldn't be surprised to start to see them hitting very soon. Oh, Williams getting a bit out of shape there, as Casquito's had a massive issue I don't know if he managed to get any front wing damage there, or if he managed to keep it going in a straight line, but Toss is going to be all over the back of him right now. Is Casquito going to box, or was he alright? It looks like he managed to keep his front wing intact, but he did have a spin there. It's whoever finishes higher out of Casquito and Toss is going to win this championship. Currently, Casquito with that 3-second time penalty. It's not looking good for him. He's been in the driving seat the whole time, but now it's looking like he's in trouble. The two Red Bulls will just start to pull away now. One driver, the other one giving the other car DRS at every opportunity. Toss will be looking to try and make the move on Casquito, because having him behind him is much nicer than having him in front. Gap's now 0.3 of a second going through Lakeside Drive onto T11 and 12, the fast chicane. Toss are going to have DRS here. Looks like it's possibly going to go for a move. 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Going down the outside. No, Casquito goes defensive. But then Toss takes that inside line. Nice cutback from Toss there. And he takes the position right before start finish straight. So Casquito might just come straight back at him here. As Kohler goes into the pits to get a new set of tyres. And softs done. It looks like Aquino should be boxing next lap as well. Casquito gets DRS on Toss in front of him. Toss just needs to have a clean race. Don't get any warners right now, and he will win the championship. Kohler comes out of the pits behind Reyes Grummery. Slayer picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. And Toss really pulling away now, increasing the gap to 1.3 seconds. Both on 50 medium, so I don't know where Casquito's lost his pace. I'm not sure if that's front wing damage. He must have front wing damage at the pace, at the speed that he's losing, the time that he's losing to Toss. Gap now 2 seconds. I want to try to see Casquito boxing soon. Possibly on a set of hards to the end of the race. I haven't seen anyone put on the hard tyres yet. It's always been mediums or soft. We've had quite a few pit stops. If actually look at the pit stops we've had. I mean, Kohler's done 4 stops. Toss and Casquito have each done 1 stop. Casquito's staying out. He's staying out. I don't know how bad that wing damage is, but it looks like it's affecting him. The gap now 3.5 seconds. The Ara has actually managed to, Reyes Grummery is on the back of Kohler. But Kohler had a much better corner there. Actually pulled away 6-7 tenths out of that corner, just because he took it better. Yellow flag through sector 3 as Slayer has retired from the session. That is now 8 cars that have DNF'd, and it has called out another safety car, completely changing up the field again. I believe we should see quite a few cars coming into the box. Look at tyres, 16 lap olds. Anyone on 16 lap olds, I reckon are going to come in. Aquino's definitely going to come in. This has actually worked out pretty well for him, because he should come back out in at first. Toss will be boxing, Casquito will be boxing, and Dan should be boxing. So this will once again bring the field bunched right up. Yes, Aquino's boxing now. Is it going to be a classic Red Bull pit stop? It seems slow, about 2.5 seconds, maybe 3. But Toss boxes as well. Casquito pits, possibly. I would get a new front wing as well, Casquito, because I think you lost a lot of pace because of that. Tox box. Is he going to get held up by the Williams? No, just go through him. Doesn't matter. Is Casquito getting Ewing? Yes, Casquito's getting Ewing. I did think that's why he didn't have the pace. So this safety car may have been a get out of jail free card for Casquito. Dan's choosing to stay out as well. It's a poor decision from Dan. If he can, I would try and box next lap. Rias Gremery also boxing out in P7. There are 7 drivers left. 7 lap old softs, I think 13 should box as well, to be honest. I mean, he'll only lose 2 positions, and it's just not worth staying out on. Zucchino and Cola have brought up our safety car. Of course, Toss and Dan just coming up to the back of this train now. Closely followed by the Ferrari and the Williams. If this McLaren get on the back of him, we can get back racing as soon as possible. So we've now been racing for about 15 minutes with all these safety cars. It is not making it go by any faster. Currently, the Red Bulls of Kino and Cola in P1 and P2. Cola having 4 pit stops now. Quite a few pit stops this race. He actually has a 6-second time penalty and Kino has a 3-second time penalty. So the drivers behind are in a much better position. I think Casquito, because he had to get that front wing change, managed to get jumped by 13H and Dan as well. No, safety car stays out for another lap. This will be the last lap of safety car being out. So we still have 3 of our championship contenders left. I don't think it's possible for 13H to win now. The lowest position Casquito can finish is P7. And yeah, if we actually have a look at the requirements for 13H to win, Casquito would have needed to finish to finish 7th or lower without fastest lap. So if he gets fastest lap, he's still in. And Toss would have to be 5th or lower. So that's asking a lot, considering there's only 7 drivers left on the grid. So another DNF, and then 13H's championship hopes are over. And it really be between Toss and Casquito. I think they already are, to be honest. That is asking quite a lot. So safety car should be coming in this lap. Aquino should really start loading up the pack now so that they don't have what they had in the previous issue with the safety car. Comes in and Aquino, is he already gone? I think he's already gone. I don't know if that was too early or not, you know. That was very early for Aquino. But it's worked, I suppose. I think Cola was a little bit caught unawares. But yeah, a much better restart from the Red Bull driver. As the yellow flag through sector 1, what's going on here? As 13H has DNF'd. Not entirely sure what's happened, but he's had an issue going out of T1 as Rias Gremery goes down the inside of Dan, and Dan goes massively wide there. Dan got wing Dan does have wing damage, so it was been Dan who had a collision with 13H. So Dan's championship hopes are over. It's now between Toss and Casquito Benitez who can win this title. They're right next to each other on track right now. But Skeeter with that new front wing looks like he has had more pace around Australia. And also the fact he qualified on pole. So whoever finishes higher out of these two is going to win. Skeeter's currently behind Toss, but he's going to want to get ahead of him as soon as possible. And then pull away 3 seconds. We've got yellow flag through sector 2. That's Dan. Just going a little bit slowly with that front wing damage. He's going to have to box. Don't have 15 drivers left. It looks like a demolition derby as we've now only got 6 left running. 9 drivers DNFing. This is madness. Zakino just at the fastest lap. He is off. He wants this race win. DRS has not been activated yet, so Casquito wants to just stay within that second of Toss. The real fight is between these two now. I've got 6 drivers to commentate on. So there really isn't going to be a lot to say. Coda's trying to stay within Aquino's second gap. Actually, looks like the Red Bulls have found a new sort of bit of energy about them as they're pulling away from Toss and Casquitos. Maybe Casquitos are getting held up by Toss a little bit. Actually, look at the tyres on. Yeah, they're on the soft tyres, so they're going to have to pit again, but maybe one more pit for a set of mediums will go to the end. Wait and see. Casquito is going to be close enough to do it on Toss as Aquino and Cola setting another 2 fastest laps. The Red Bulls really pulling away here. Toss trying to hang on. He wants to try and keep Casquitos behind him as much as possible and not let him pull, you know, get pull 3 seconds away. A big point haul for the Red Bulls. I'm not entirely sure what the constructor standard look like, but it's going to be a massive amount of points for them if they can finish P1 and P2. So 22 laps left to go now of this race. As you can see, the 100% race will always test the stamina of the drivers. And these 6 are still going. And Aquino setting another fastest lap of the race. Cola not following him this time. The DRS is open. Casquitos is using it. Will he get him on this next DRS straight? The gap is 0.3 of a second. Is Toss doing enough to hold him off? This time he does. But as soon as Casquitos gets past Toss, he's got 20 laps to pull off 3 seconds. It is entirely possible. But the first thing he needs to do when he gets past Toss is break that DRS so that Toss does not stay with him. Cola's actually getting a bit closer to Aquino now. He's had a really good lap, or Aquino's maybe made a mistake. But he's much closer to that DRS zone. To go on board with Toss as Casquitos is going to go down the outside. Is he going to get round him here? No, they're battling. Ooh, a little bit some wheel bouncing there. Toss stays ahead. Look, Casquitos has got the move done. But he thinks better of it and he's going to go for the start-finish straight DRS. As Kohler, yeah, Kohler did put a fastest lap in. Fastest lap of the race for Kohler at the moment. The gap between Kohler and Toss now 6 seconds. So it's just a fight between these two now. They're not bothered about anybody else. Mosquito's still not able to manage it. If he wants to break those 3 seconds, he's going to have to go for a lunge or something soon. Kohler, he's doing this. He wants to get within a second of Aquino. He wants that DRS. And I think he's going to get it, you know. Gap is down to just below a second now. Using an overtake to get within that second and then get DRS, stay attached to him, and maybe go for the overtake. As Aquino gets another 3 second time penalty. So they're all squared on penalties now. So this is the race between Kohler and Aquino on track for net P1. Mosquito's trying to go around the outside of Toss again. Toss goes defensive. Does he make it around the outside? Oh, Toss should have just come in a little bit there. I think that was definitely Toss' fault as Mosquito's went around the outside. It's unfortunate as Mosquito's now in P3 has got more than a 3 second gap to Toss. Just batted a little bit too hard, but you've got to when the championship is at stake. So now we'll go on board with the Red Bulls, see what happens with that, if they start getting any closer or not. I don't know if there's going to be another safety car. There's only 6 cars left on the grid, so it'll be hard for one of them to pull one out now. Kohler's currently sitting in P2, 6 tenths behind Aquino. This very much does look like it's going to be a Red Bull 1-2. But on them more worn out tyres as well. Tough to see what pit strategy is going to be. The mediums seem to be, they could definitely do 18 laps. So, but them softs can definitely do about 5 more. Kohler's going to get DRS on Aquino on this start-finish straight here. Can't do anything with it. Onto the next straight, he's going to keep that DRS. Gap is 4 tenths of a second. Doesn't look like he's going to go for the move. He just outbrakes him. It almost goes into the back of him. Luckily, Aquino turned just before that happened. Otherwise, that would have been something very similar to Baku between Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. So Dan has actually put on the hard tyres, so he's going to the end. He's currently 44 seconds behind Rios Grubbery. So if everybody boxes, he's still going to be in 6th position. But yeah, he is not boxing again. If you look at pit stops now, Kohler, despite having 4 pit stops, is sitting P2. He's going to have a 5th one as well. So he'll have 5 pit stops and be in P2. Very similar to what Jenson Button did. I think he had 5 or 6 pit stops, and he still ended up winning that race in Canada. Aquino's had a good lap here. He's trying to break that toe to Aquino. As Casquito gets another 3-second time penalty. So that's 6 seconds now for Casquito. But the gap to Toss is 11. Unless Toss can start bumping up the pace here, it will be Casquito who takes the championship. Cola's now right on the back of Aquino again. 16 laps left to go. Is Cola ever going to go for the move here, or are they just going to hold position? I'm not entirely sure. They don't have to. They could just hold position, but it'd be nice to see a battle between the two Red Bulls. Yellow flag to sector 1. Rears Gremery as DNF from the session, bringing out a final safety car. I imagine the Red Bulls will be going for a double stack on the pit stop now. I think every driver on the grid will be pitting, including Dan, as his safety car has come out. Is Aquino going into the pits? Yes, Aquino is going into the pits. So another pit stop for everybody here. And that is now our 10th retirement of the race. Only 5 drivers left. See how good is Red Bull's double stack. Casquito has come into the pits. Should have a big enough gap to Casquito. Toss jumps into the pits as well. Cola's had so many pits that he's actually running out of tyres and has put on a set of 6-lap old softs, so he's going to have to take those softs to 20-lap olds. That is unfortunate. He has used everything that he's got. Well, I don't think he's going to manage it, you know. But this, now despite everything that's gone on, has put Toss back in the driving seat. And is going to punish Casquito for the penalties he's gotten. 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I don't know if Casquito can get a 6-second gap to Toss in the laps that remain. The Toss may and well take the championship. The softs will do 14 laps. The softs will not do 20 laps. Yeah, 20 laps. Yeah, I think Cola's going to have to come in and maybe put on a set of mediums that he's not worn to bits. As Dan's box as well. Dan's put on the softs. So he's planning on coming straight back into this race now with no time penalties either. Him and Toss looking very strong. He is 58 seconds behind the pack. We need at least a lap to catch up with him. I'm going to be honest, Distract, I don't have a lot of water left. I do need some though. Dan is not catching up fast enough, is he? I don't know when this safety car's going to come in, but Cola has unboxed. He's intent on staying on their softs till the end of the race. Drops to him if he can make them softs last 20 laps. No one's done it so far. He just stop trying to keep these tyres warm behind the safety car and focus on not wearing them though. Dan now 30 seconds behind. I don't know if he's going to get to the safety car in time. I think we may have another lap behind the safety car. This won't impress the blokes with penalties as they're going to start struggling. Well, that was a very late call. That was a very late call. Race control said safety car was in this lap on T15. And away the Red Bull goes. Aquino once again getting a really good start. Kohler catches a little bit unawares, almost a second gap, and he's got Casquito right on his gearbox. Tosh is behind. Dan literally only just caught up to that safety car queue when the safety car decided it was going to dip into the pits. 12 laps left to go. Championship decider between Toss and Casquito. Casquito with a 6-second time penalty. He's going to try and break away from Toss as quickly as possible. He's got 12 laps. It's going to be about half a second every lap. He's got to try and pull away from Toss at in order to win this. Toss is going to try and stay within his DRS though. Casquito already looks like doing a good job trying to get Toss out of it. Casquito 2 attempts behind Kohler. Is he going to go for the move on Kohler? Not close enough yet. Around turn 15 now. Senna, and then turn 16 crossed. Casquito is still very close to Kohler, as he's just done a fastest lap of the race at 22.760. Oh, Casquito gets all out of shape there, and he's lost the back end, but he manages to keep it safe. But now this actually may invite Toss to attack him. Toss now within 2 or 3 attempts of him. Casquito's just pushing a little bit too hard then. He's letting the pressure get to him because he knows what he's got to do to win this championship. And currently, it's proven to be a difficult task. I said half a second each lap. He's currently not hitting that. He actually lost half a second on that last lap due to that mistake. Currently, all drivers ahead of Toss have a 6-second time penalty, so Toss will actually take P1. And Dan possibly P2. These drivers need to get a move on and start breaking that second gap. No matter what, at the very least, these 5 drivers, it is going to be a lot of points. Kohler takes the new fastest lap of the race at 22.750. Casquito is still trying to push Toss out of that DRS zone. Remember, Casquito needs a 6-second gap to win the championship. It's a 6-second gap to Toss. Kohler still pushing on 10-lap old softs. You've got another 10 laps to do on them softs. He's now losing to Aquino. I think Aquino's tyres just being fresher is giving him more pace, even though Kohler has the faster bloke. Attempts to gap now. Is he going to go move on Kohler? He is. He's going to go down the inside of Kohler. He's got new ERS left. Keeps a little bit of a wiggle, but Toss now being invited once again after that failed attack by Casquito. So he's all over the back of him going through T15 into T16. They both have DRS on Kohler. Kohler's got no DRS to defend. I think Casquito's playing it smart and go for the next straight. All over the back now. See DRS being activated by both drivers. Nothing Kohler can do. He's got worn softs, no DRS, no ERS. And around the inside Casquito goes. Kohler now trying to hold up Toss. He doesn't know this, but he's inadvertently helping Casquito win the championship right now. Aquino's got a 2.5-second gap on Casquito, so he can still win this race. Toss needs to get past Kohler as quick as possible. Casquito's already pulled out 7/10 on Kohler. He's still doing well on them 11-lap old softs, even though they're twice as old as everybody else's tyres. He's still putting up a fight. Still staying within the 1 second. Gaining time here, losing time there, but still going. I really think he's got to do some tyre saving tactics to get these tyres to go another 9 laps. So across the line we go. Aquino still in P1. Even over 6-second time penalty, he's got a 2-second gap to Casquito. Casquito just on a fast lap at 22.559. Who then has a 7-10 gap to Kohler in P3. Toss, who has 8 attempts to Kohler in P4. Currently, the gap between Casquito and Toss is 1.5 seconds. So it is still possible for Casquito to make that gap 6 seconds and win the title. On board with Kohler. This is a driver that Toss needs to pass. He's looking to try and take that win away, but with Toss and Dan driving cleanly, it looks like Toss is actually going to get the win. Unless Casquitos can make that 1.5 second gap 6 seconds. It's 1.7 now. As Kohler picks up a 3-second time penalty, that is unfortunate for him. As he will now drop even further back down the field. You see the 2 red flashing lights, that means that the Red Bull and the Williams, Kohler and Casquito, have less than 10% ERS left. They've used it all. Toss did not have that issue, so now Toss probably going to use it and the DRS to overtake Kohler down the inside, around the outside of Sports Centre there, and going into T4. Toss now P3. The gap to Casquillo is 1.3 seconds. He's brought that down with that DRS on those two straights. The gap between Aquino and Casquillo is now 1.2 seconds. That's been brought down. Kohler, he's really going to be filling those tyres now. They can maybe do 3 more laps before they're going to become an absolute handful. And Dan, I'll say this, not be talking about it much. 7 lap old softs, just sitting in 5th. Silently there. No penalties, so he will jump Kohler if it finishes the way it is. But he needs to get closer, otherwise he won't jump Casquillos and Aquino. I'll just get the penalties up for you now, as it's going to become crucial towards the final stages of this race. Oh, Kohler actually lost quite a bit of time there. Like he was within 2/10, but that's gone. You saw Casquillo's light flashing again. He's doing everything he can. But Toss knows that the driver in front has a 6-second penalty and doesn't need to push that hard. 6 laps left to go. The gap 1.6 seconds. Needs 4.5 seconds in 6 laps. That's almost a second a lap. About 8 tenths a lap. Surely it's not possible. Surely we're about to see Toss be crowned the Season 3 F1CD season champion. Mosquitoes. He's just trying to get within Aquino's DRS. Just in, just out. Not sure if he actually picked up DRS or not. It looks like he may have done. And Kohler trying to stay within Toss DRS as well. So the gap now 2.2 seconds as Kohler picks up another 3-second time penalty. Those soft tyres really hindering him here, and he is just going to finish in P5 with the amount of penalties he's getting. It looks like his race is done. We're on board with Mosquito now as he sets another fastest lap of the race at 22.413. As there's less and less fuel on that car, it's going to get faster and faster. And now 2 tenths away from Aquino, and he's really putting the pedal to the metal. The gap 2.4 seconds as he goes around the outside. Oh, and the Red Bull and the Williams have had an incident at T4, and Toss is going to pick up the remnants. Is he going to come out in front of these two? No, they stay ahead still. And Casquillos actually gets ahead of Aquino. I'm not entirely sure whose fault that was there, but neither of them did well. It looked like the inside car just didn't turn enough and ran him off the road. So that gap to Toss is now a lot less, but he has made his way around Aquino. So if everything finishes as it is now, Toss will get the Drivers' Championship, followed by Casquillo. And Toss will also get the race win. I know, Shane, it has been very much a destruction derby today. We have had 5 safety cars and 1 virtual safety car. Mosquito now trying to pull away from Aquino. He knows in order to start pulling away, he needs to break that 1-second gap. But he's got no ERS left, he's used it all. Retain a bit there, and he'll start pushing again. Yeah, it's again just flashing. A lot of them flashing now. The gap is 1.4 seconds to Toss. He needs 4.5 in 4 laps. That's 1.1 seconds per lap. I think no matter how hard he pushes, I don't think that's going to happen. At the moment, we'll actually go on board, see how Kohler's getting on. His tyres now 16 laps old softs. Another 4 of them. Can't believe he's still going on them. Still staying within Toss's DRS. He's had a really good section there. That's almost 2 seconds, but still not going to be enough. Maybe Kohler can start attacking Toss though. And maybe if Kohler starts attacking Toss, Toss will start to lose a little bit of time. So all Kiskito can do is keep pushing. Nah, he just can't go around that last corner though. The tyres are way too warm to go around that last corner. But Toss trying to go for the move on Aquino. These two start battling. It's not going to be great. Toss gets the moves done. Aquino now drops down to P3. And has spun. He has spun. He's got the car going again before Dan catches up to him. As Dan coming out of nowhere, is out in P4. He's just been sitting there the whole time. He'll be P4 and possibly on the podiums with how many penalties Kohler has got. Kohler's got 12-second time penalty, so if he stays within 12 seconds, he's going to be on for a podium in these last 4 laps. The gap between Skittles and Toss, 2 seconds. Reminding me, 6-second gap to win this race. And surely 20-lap-old softs may be in danger of puncture, so that could even catch Kohler here. I keep saying Aquino. Is it Aquino? Might be Aquino. It's a bit late now. I've said it for 55 laps, so I'll see what I can do. The gap now 2.3 seconds. As Kiskito comes down the start-finish straight to start lap 56. 3 laps left to go. Our championship decider is going to be between these top 2 drivers. Kiskito may be ahead, but his penalties are going to drop him behind Toss. Dan, if he keeps this up, is going to get a podium, even though he's 8 seconds behind Kohler. But he just drove cleanly, kept it on the track. He's still going. We're actually going to see how much each driver's ERS is. Yeah, as you can see, 8% Kiskito. He's really used it all. Toss has a little bit more ERS than him. Down of actually quite a bit of ERS still, 40%. As he defends against Aquino, even though Aquino's got a 6-second penalty. On board now. Looks like Aquino has gone around Dan, but Dan just had to stay within 6 seconds of him and 12 seconds of Kohler in order to get that P3 place. The gap with 2 laps left to go now, 2.5 seconds. I don't think there's anything Kiskito can do. I think this is it, unless Toss has a spin here. I think Toss is going to win the championship. Left to go. It's going to be close between Dan and Kohler as to who's going to get that P3 final position. As Aquino gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him out at all. Dan's still staying with Toss. His tyres are still going. 19 laps on them softs now. Using his ERS to stay within Aquino's DRS. It's going to be close, but I feel like Kohler might just hang on to this P3. Toss. Out of ERS, the gap's 3.4 seconds. We go on to the last lap. 3.6. If the gap gets to 6, Kiskito wins. If it doesn't, Toss wins the championship and the race. Kohler's laps now on 20 lap old softs. Ooh, you see that wiggle there at the back end. He's trying to put the power down now, and it's just becoming a little bit of an issue. He needs to do what he can, though. The gap between Dan and Kohler is currently 11.2 seconds. So Dan still could get this P3. The gap now 4 seconds. It's unfortunate for Casquito because he was just stuck behind the Red Bull a little bit too long. 4.2 seconds, 4.3. And you need to stay with Akino here. As Casquito comes around T15 and T16 for the 58th time. He's going to come across the line first, but he's not going to finish first because of that 6-second time penalty. Crosses the line, toss. P2 is actually going to get the win here. Toss 1981 with the win. And he has won the championship. He's won the Season 3 F1CD championship. Congratulations to Toss there and Casquito. A brilliant drive from both of them. After what can only be described a race full of absolute carnage. At 10 DNFs, 15 drivers started, 5 finished. A lot of points a lot of people missed out on. Toss letting him know that he is the season champion. So let's go through our final grid order then. Toss gets the win, started P6 on the grid, did what he had to do, finished P1. Casquito with that 6-second time penalty dropped down to P2 with a fast lap 22.413, but it's not going to be enough. Polar in P3 for Red Bull, just hanging on by 0.3 of a second. Dan just missing out. And Akino, the Japanese driver, finishing in P5 due to those time penalties. It's unfortunate, but I feel like he may have held up Dan just enough to give his teammate a podium position. Right, well that's it for our top 5, and that is it for F1CD Season 3. Thank you very much for you guys letting me commentate on the final race of the season. It's much appreciated, and although it wasn't the cleanest race, it was 1.5 hours of me talking, so I need to go get a drink now. Thank you all for watching, and if you're looking forward to sign up, for this league in Season 4, don't be afraid to join the Discord. Alright, until next season, I will see you guys later. Have a good one.